Hey guys, welcome back to Hugs and Honey. So a lot of my clients and actually myself, we've all been kind of going through some major changes and dealing with some problems within ourselves that are really major, right? These are some, really, really big problems, big challenges, big changes that is happening in our lives. And so I just wondered, is it happening with you too? Are you going through some big changes? And when we do go through these big changes, it can be really hard to adjust to the timing of these changes. If we are changing on purpose, we want to get to our goal faster, right? So we don't want to go through all the steps. We want to jump ahead to the end goal so that we can finally be there and experience, what we think achieving that goal will give us. And then if it's something that we're not necessarily choosing to do, we want to get through it faster anyway because it's usually uncomfortable. We don't like all of the different phases. We don't like not knowing sort of where we're going and what's happening. So we can really, and we're all changing all the time. But right now feels like a really, really major transformation, just in general, with a lot of people. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're feeling some of it too. So I just wanted to talk about how we can handle this sort of gap, this space between where we were and where we're going, and how do we deal with not knowing and with the discomfort of the transformation and the process. And really it's super simple, but yet it's super hard. In interior design, when we're talking about interiors and decorating your house and all of that, usually less is more, which means that the less that you put in the space, the better it feels to the majority of people. And it's really, really hard to do that. It's really, really hard to keep things simple and to keep things just really basic and really clear. But yet that is where we go back to solve problems every time. It's usually the most basic thing that helps to solve the problem. And so in this situation, it's the same. When we want to move quickly from where we are to where we want to go, or this transition, this discomfort of evolving and growing and changing, like shedding relationships, ending friendships, putting up boundaries that we talk about all the time, right? The one thing that we can do again and again is accept where we are and where we are in the moment. And so for me, that is a really hard thing to do because I want to push through it. I want to move through it as fast as I can. And sometimes I don't want to stop and just allow it to just be okay with the fact that I'm not there yet. For those of us who are really ambitious and we really like doing things and we like achieving and accomplishing things, just being feels like we're doing nothing and therefore not going towards our goal. And that can feel really uncomfortable. That can feel like we can get mad at ourselves for not trying, for not pushing, and for not working hard, because our society teaches us to work hard for what we want, right? And to just work, right? That's sort of like the name of the game, especially in the United States, especially with a capitalist society, where, success is basically measured by your accomplishments and what you can show, your achievements and what you can show for what you've done. which makes this very hard. Because if you are just accepting and you're okay with being wherever you are in the moment, it feels like you're not being active. It feels like you're not pushing towards something. And it feels like you are not being successful and you're not focused. And that can be, that just gets in your head, right? That just makes you start to question yourself and self-doubt, and might even make you jump the gun to the point where you are doing something sooner than you really should be, than you're ready to. And so, I have a friend who says that she wants to share how she feels with the gentleman that she feels it for. And she feels it. I asked her, do you love him? She said yes. But she wasn't ready to share it with him. There was still something inside of her that was not ready to share it. And with my own self, I know that I want to be in a certain place with a certain relationship. I want my heart to be strong and resolved toward this new relationship that I have with this person, which is basically over. And I want to feel like it's over. Like if it were to start again, I wouldn't consider it. I wouldn't consider going back. But the truth of the matter is that I kind of would. And that just means that I'm not 100% healed yet. That means I'm not 100% ready to move on yet. And that doesn't mean that I need to do anything about it or change the way I'm doing it or adjust really at all. What it means is that I need to accept the fact that I'm not ready, that I'm still getting there, that my process is on its own timeline. And the more I try to control it, the less authentic and genuine and real and true whatever I choose to do will be, because I'm not resolved yet. I'm not ready. But when I am ready, when enough time has passed, or, really, when enough time has passed or things have changed to the point where I am ready, then I will do it 100% without questioning, without any, self-doubt whatsoever. But until that point, I will doubt and I will question and I will potentially look backwards and say, I should have done that differently. I was pushing through it and I wasn't thinking. And we can do this sometimes with our bodies, like with injuries, for example. If we've hurt ourselves and the doctor says, take 2 weeks off of working out or something, and we only take 1 week off. Well, if we do that, we could actually re-injure ourselves and make it even worse. Whereas if we do just take that 2 weeks off, our body has time to heal and we will come out stronger and faster and better than we were before. And the same holds true when we're talking about our heart and our emotions and our relationships with people and our goals and our desires. And sometimes we just have to be patient. They say patience is a virtue, which means it's really, really important. And so to give ourselves the gift of patience and to not pressure ourselves into feeling something or being at some point when we're not ready to be there. And so it's up to us to say, you know what, I'm there mentally, like I want to be there, but emotionally I'm not quite there yet. And so to just have compassion for ourselves and forgiveness for ourselves and grace, which means we're not judging, we're just accepting. And if we can do that, that's when we get the ideas, the inspiration, and the confidence and strength to move forward in the direction that we want and need to go. So I just share that with you today. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but I think someone does. I needed to hear it this morning. And I hope that this helps you in some way. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to help other people in this situation because we're really holding ourselves back, and we're not fulfilling who we can be. We will begin to repeat patterns in our lives if we don't allow time to heal us and allow us to wait until that time, until we're ready. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and share. I see you, I hear you, I'm here for you, and I love you. And I'll see you tomorrow.